Red Line station in 2020, and he says his civil rights were violated and that police did not need to shoot him. The officer who shot Roman was found not guilty of battery and misconduct in a 2022 trial. The judge in that case said Roman ignored officers' commands and was carrying a large amount of drugs. Well, special guest surprises kids for story time at a Chicago library.
They all told her no. We won't teach you to fly. You're a girl.
You recognize him?
Wow.
Former President Barack Obama reading to children at the Bessie Coleman Library branch today. He also spoke to them about what they want to be when they grow up. And after that, all 27 students got a free book, a winter hat and gloves to take home, and quite the story. Mom, Dad, Auntie, you have no idea who was at school today.
Can you imagine the President of the United States, the former president, reading story time to you? You get to tell your kids and your grandkids that story.
I bet the teachers and staff were pretty excited too.
I know that part.
Good
Let's talk about a milestone for one of the oldest high school radio stations in the country. WEPS 88.9 FM is the radio station for school district U46.
One of the district's most famous alums, our own John Garcia. He talked to students today about the lessons they've learned in front of the mic.
Coming to you live from School District U46. Okay, there's a reason I don't do radio, but School District U46 does have the longest continuously running radio station in the state of Illinois. 75 years.
This is 88.9 WEPS Elgin.
88.9 on your dial. If you live within about a 15 or so mile radius of downtown Elgin, you may have run across WEPS on your radio dial, and you've probably heard some of the local high school kids' voices. In both Spanish and English, WEPS has offered teenagers a chance to be on the radio in School District U46 for 3/4 of a century. In fact, the call letters stand for Elgin Public Schools, back before the district spread to several other neighboring towns.
Radio's a little antiquated these days, but you still learn valuable skills, so we want to keep it alive.
Alec Barlow was in the radio program here in high school. Now he runs the station. They're celebrating the milestone anniversary with a party this afternoon. The programming is bilingual in Spanish and English. Students often record programs in their own schools to air later on the station. This group from Larkin High School meets several times a week, and while most of the students say they're not planning on careers in radio, they say it does teach them valuable skills.
I was kind of shy and insecure about speaking public. It makes you confident about yourself. It really does.
The Larkin Group records an eclectic mix of programming, including live music performances. It's a chance for the students to experiment.
It's good so far. I've been able to show my talent in it.
The halls of the studio are lined with pictures of the early days of the station and equipment they used in the early days of radio, not to mention CDs with music from bygone eras. And while many high schools have television programs these days, these teachers believe in the importance of radio.
They learn valuable skills in communications overall, and we've seen that translate to classes where students are being much more confident, asking more questions, just because they're more comfortable talking.
So it's not true that I worked with reel-to-reel tape early in my career, but I did attend school in District U46, and I visited this station early on. However, I was not on the radio. That was only for the cool kids. In Elgin, John Garcia, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
I think he's cool.
Yeah, he is a very cool kid.
You got to do your radio voice.
He's on TV.
Yeah, right. He did all right.
You
He did all
made
right.
it.
Yeah.
You made it, John.
We were discussing
I know.
our careers. I
Yeah.
did some radio back when I was finally here in Chicago, but you did do some when you were younger.
I did at Peoria, WMBD, world's most beautiful drive.
Is that what you did?
That's
Was
what
this
it
a
stood
headset?
for.
Or, yeah,
I mean,
right.
Yeah,
Back
because
then, yeah.
WMBD stood for World's Most Beautiful Drive, and that was the highway that got you to Peoria from Chicago to Peoria, and they called it the World's Most Beautiful Drive. It was scenic.
And their acronym meant something, too.
WMBD, World's Most Beautiful Drive.
That was better. Yeah, that was better. It takes a little practice. So.
I've been out of practice.
Congrats to those kids. 75 years, what a program.
No,
It's
I
good
mean,
stuff.
I wonder what all of those young people have done in their lives, too.
Yeah, a lot of careers.
Yeah.
I think so.
Really cool. Thanks, John, for sharing that nostalgia. And you are a cool kid.
Yeah, I would agree. Australia becomes the first country to ban social media for children when they'll be allowed to log on.
And he's a comedian. and a fashion designer. Yeah, you know him. Brian Babylon is in our State Street studios. He is live. So hold on, put a seatbelt on. He is merging his two passions when you can see them live here in Chicago on the other side of the break. We'll talk about it.
One, two.
A briefing behind closed doors today about the second strike on a suspected Venezuelan drug smuggling boat. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, the Joint Chiefs of Staff General Dan Kane, and Secretary of State Marco Rubio briefing top Democratic and Republican lawmakers known as the Gang of Eight. That second strike back in September killed 2 survivors of the initial strike, and it's a move some legal experts say may have violated international law. And some Republicans now joining Democrats in calling for video of the second strike to be released.
We got to get any videos that do not in any way compromise mission integrity down there. Just get the stuff out there.
The only thing that can bring more clarity to the American people is the full release of the unedited tapes.
Last week, President Trump said he supported releasing the video, but now he denies ever saying that. It was on tape. He says it's up to Secretary Hegseth to decide what, if anything, to release. Australia becomes the first nation to ban social media for children under the age of 16. Instagram, Facebook, X, Snapchat, TikTok, Reddit, YouTube, among the platforms required to comply with the government order. It's up to those tech companies to ensure children are not using their platforms. If they fail, they'll face substantial fines. There are no penalties for kids who gain access to these platforms or their parents. The Australian government says the ban will protect young people from harmful content.
So what do you get when you combine comedy and fashion? Well, you get Brian Babylon, and he's back in Chicago with a big event that fuses his two worlds and passions together. So you know what? He came here to our State Street studios, very familiar place for him. This is home for him. He's joining me now to talk about that and his new global fashion empire brand, BB Spoke. Welcome back, Brian. It's so good to see you.
It's been a long time.
You live all over the world now, so you know it's our honor to have you back in Chicago for the holidays.
Listen, Chicago is always going to be my home. I got to come home at least once every month, every 2 months, just to lock in, get some mild sauce, tell some jokes, do all the good stuff.
Would that be from Harold's or your mom's chicken?
No, only Harold's. My mom doesn't do mild sauce, but yeah, I'm back home. Prince of Bronzeville, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop, and I'm happy to be here. Thanks so much for having me on.
Well, I love your fashion. Let's talk
Thank you.
about BB Spoke.
Yeah.
Where does the name come from? Where's the inspiration behind a fashion? We know comedians have barbecue lines and they have artwork and car dealerships, but a fashion line.
Well, first of all, BB Spoke. BB is my name, Brian Babylon, and a bespoke store is a place that makes custom clothes for a person, for their size, for their fit, unique things that you don't really see out. And that's my vision. I've been doing comedy over 20 years.
Yeah.
And you can't tell.
You're excellent and you're hilarious.
I'm hilarious, so good at it. But you can't tell jokes forever.
Okay.
And I have a daughter now, and I had to have something outside of comedy, to pay for a child because a child is expensive.
Does she think you're funny? Like,
she's funny.
Is that your inspiration
Yeah.
to move forward to something else?
Yeah, she's funny. But what's not funny is just being able to like have another outlet to revenue, to generate revenue, and something that allowed me to be more creative, and that was what happened.
But okay, so you're doing a comedy show on the north side of Chicago, and you wake up the next day and say, you know what, I'm going to start designing clothes.
No.
How does that happen?
Well, what happened was I started doing like upcycling, which is taking old clothes and making them new. I started with t-shirts, hoodies, and then my ego took over, where I was like, you know what, you can actually design clothes.
Wow.
And I started small with a couple of jackets and coats, and my manufacturing team is in Johannesburg, South Africa. Then I have some other guys that are in Islamabad, Pakistan. And then it's so, I don't know if I'm gonna say easy, but it's easy for me to take a concept and make it an actual jacket like this. So I had an idea, like I want a blazer, but want it kind of trimmed, and it happened, it worked.
What about, we're talking about blazers. You've got a special blazer dedicated to the history of Chicago. Let's go back and talk about that.
So I have a blazer on my website at bbspoke.shop, and it's a blazer dedicated to the anchorman of anchormen, Bill Curtis, Chicago icon. I work with Bill on the show Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me on NPR. So Bill actually was, we were in Portland, Maine, and we went to LL Bean to meet with the team, and he saw how people really kind of gravitated to me and my fashion, and he had me in the back of the car giving me this pep talk like, Brian, you can do it, don't stop. And I took that and just ran with it. So
That's the Bill Curtis.
That's the Bill Curtis blazer, and it's all customizable. The trim is customizable, and I make it in a very sturdy selvage 14-ounce denim, so it's gonna like last. And my goal is to make luxury fashion, but affordable.
Is that what you have on
Yes.
there? So you make it for men and women?
Men and women, yeah, it's
because you
unisex.
made it, it's called
Yeah.
Bill Curtis blazer, but everybody can wear it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, what does challenging lazy luxury mean, and why do you want to do that? How did you come there?
I have a one of my motivators is my competitor is Pharrell Williams over at Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton.
And my problem with like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, they just crank out the same old stuff. They overprice it by 800, 900%. It's very lazy. And my thing is, I have a motto of a humble hundo. A humble 100% profit, and make it affordable for people and make it unique. So the Bill Curtis blazers, it's only going to be maybe 200 of them made. That's it.
I love how you do for sizes for everybody, too.
Yeah.
I really love it.
And then, give me your measurements, because Gucci, Prada, they'll just throw stuff on the rack, and if you fit it, you fit it. But me, you send me your measurements, we kind of get it to custom fit for people's sizes.
So this weekend, we're celebrating your birthday.
Yes.
Birthday week, birthday month.
Yeah, all that.
All about it, too, because it's my birthday month as well.
Yep.
What are we doing this weekend? What's the event all about?
The weekend is the Birthday in Babylon event. It's going to be at the Collaboration Theater at the Kimball Arts Center, and I'm melting all the things I love to do. I also make music on the side, right? So I have some songs that I've created. I have some of the fashion pieces that will be live at the show, and of course comedy. So I'm doing like a whole nother 40 minutes of new comedy.
You are?
Yeah, 40 minutes of new comedy, because I still do stand up every night.
So what's going to be the topic?
The topic?
The comedy part. What are you gonna? Because I know your videos are so amazing on social media. I don't know if you can do that for a business as well. You could do that and be creative for other people. They're amazing.
Well, the thing, I don't sleep, Cheryl. So
I can tell.
I have my down to a 5-hour sleep schedule, but I'm between my phone and the laptop, I'm always cranking stuff out.
Yeah.
And I think you'll be able to see like the videos, some of the music and the fashion all rolled into one. Having some of my friends who are gonna pop and do some sets. Okay. And they're just gonna party, have fun.
All right. Well, I mean, some of the topics, because people say don't be in the front row when the comedian is.
Well, I don't do that. I don't do crowd work. I do actual jokes, everybody. I'm not going to go and ask people their name and where they're from work. I don't do that's lazy comedy. I have actual jokes ready to rock. Yeah.
Any topics you can share?
Topics I can share. Ooh, I will say no. I cannot.
You can't.
I'll save it for the show.
On good TV,
on
right?
Good, this is clean TV. We're on State Street, that great street. I could not go into my comedy here.
All right. Well, happy birthday in advance.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Best blessings to you and your event. I know you're going to Germany in January to expand your global empire. So proud of you. And
Thank you.
I'm so honored. So have a great time.
Thank you so
and
much.
Thanks again for joining us.
All right.
All right. And this weekend, of course, his event is Saturday, as he said. It's a birthday celebration for Brian Babylon. It is on the 13th. All the information is right there on your screen. You can always go to abc7chicago.com and get the information as well. All right, Rob.
We could get matching jackets.
I was about to say, you need to get a Rob Elgis.
Let's
blazer.
go.
Bill
Let's
Curtis
do it.
would be proud, and we'd be twinning up here. I think it'd be great.
I mean, I think that'd be good. Or you could update Rob's, you know.
Remix it.
Yeah, remix it a little bit.
Good stuff. Great to see you back in town. Get ready for more snow. You brought it with you. When it could arrive, plus when temperatures will plunge in the AccuWeather forecast. Larry's with us tonight. It's next. Home Run and Pizza spreading holiday cheer today with their annual Miracle on 31st Street. They're partnering with Chicago's Department of Family and Support Services to donate more than 5,000 pizzas to homeless shelters. Chicago's very own Dreezy Claus and the Caroling Connection adding an extra special festive touch to today's donation. A lot of pizzas.
Ooh, that's the
great
best
pizzas.
pizza
It's good.
in the world.
It's good.
Growed up on that. Is that a word? Growed up on it?
I think so. It works. When you're talking pizza, everything works.
Right. It's so delicious. That's comfort food, and you're going to need to order pizza.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Stay in the house for the next 4 days if you can.
If you can, yeah. There's a live look at the city looking spectacular. We're above freezing, so it's all rain out there right now, which is great now.
Foggy
but
a little bit, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, then it's going to turn to like what?
A lot of
Freezing
stuff.
rain, snow, everything.
Yeah, a little bit of mix of everything. And tomorrow morning's commute, I think, is going to be really messy for us as this changes to snow and temperatures drop. But right now, we are mostly above freezing with rain coming down. The far northern suburbs up along the state line still right around freezing, but we've gone up to 33 in Woodstock, 32 in Harvard. So I'm not really concerned about freezing rain anymore. We have just plain old rain coming down, melting some of the snow, and temperatures have finally climbed above freezing today for the first time this month. 35 at O'Hare right now, 36 at Midway. 37 in Joliet. It's going to rain most of the evening for us, and there'll be more scattered showers overnight tonight. The snow is falling up in Wisconsin, and that's where it will stay until the morning commute. Check it out on my Futurecast. Rain through the evening. There's 8:30, 9, 10, 11 o'clock tonight. All rain. A little bit of lull in the activity overnight tonight, but still some rain showers. And then first thing tomorrow morning, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, here comes our cold front. The rain will switch over to snow. Temperatures drop and the winds pick up. Now, this snow that falls during the morning commute will be kind of a burst of heavy snow, and with winds at 40 miles per hour, it's going to be blowing really fast and furious across the area, and that'll reduce visibility down to less than a quarter mile in spots. And we'll get some of the snow to stick too, which will lead to slippery spots on the roadways during that morning commute. And then lake effect will kick in for Northwest Indiana around midday and continue into the afternoon tomorrow as temperatures drop off into the 20s. Not expecting a lot of snow to accumulate tomorrow, but it will be enough to cause those slippery spots. Half inch to an inch of snow, pretty much a good bet for tomorrow morning. And temperatures will be dropping into the 20s as we head into the afternoon and evening hours, with winds to 40 miles per hour tomorrow. In fact, check out the wind plot for us. Highest winds from 4 o'clock in the morning through about noontime. Then the winds let up a little bit in the afternoon. And there's more snow coming our way. Thursday night into Friday morning, yet another clipper system will likely bring much of the area snow. And as we head into Saturday, another clipper system will bring us more snow on Saturday. So far, I've been watching this clipper system on Saturday pretty closely all week. This one has been just bullseyeing us all week long, so we'll see if the model holds or not, but that could be a bigger snowfall, kind of like what we had last Saturday for us for this upcoming Saturday. And then we get bitterly cold behind that clipper system for Sunday with highs in the single digits. So just to show you a model perspective here, this is the European snowfall forecast, and it shows this dark shade of purple, 6 to 10 inches of snow, which would be two systems combined. That Thursday night system and then the snow on Saturday could add 6 to 10 inches of snow to what's already out there. Of course, some of it melting right now, but we got the colder air filtering in starting tomorrow afternoon. Thursday will be in the 20s, Friday will be in the 20s, then Saturday we'll have highs only in the teens. Check out Sunday's forecast, a high of just 9 above 0 for a high temperature on Sunday. Today we did get above freezing, 35 the high. Temperatures tonight will stay above freezing with the rain coming down. And then for that morning commute, we'll see the changeover as the cold front gets here. Blustery and windy, slippery conditions for the morning rush, and then cold in the afternoon. Snow at night, Thursday night into Friday morning, more snow on Saturday, very cold on Sunday, then we're back up to 31 by next Tuesday. That Bears game, I tell you, high temperature right around 9 degrees, wind chills 5 to 10 below for the game, 25 below first thing in the morning Sunday.
Watching that one at home.
Yeah.
The heater going.
Yeah.
Fireplace.
Right home.
Wings. Here we go. I'm coming to your place.
Oh no.
All right. Nice job, Larry. Doing all the shows today, doing the heavy lifting.
Okay.
Adding a sweet scent to your holiday gifts, a special wrapping paper that could make you stand out at your next event.
I kind of like that thing.
Okay. This Friday, we're kicking off the Disney Ultimate Toy Drive, bringing a new unwrapped toy, make this season bright. We'll be loading the bus Friday at the Steinhoffels in Downers Grove from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. and then from 11 to 12:15 at the Steinhoffels in Schaumburg. Maybe you can join us and help. And volunteers with the Salvation Army packing thousands of Christmas food boxes for people in need. They fill the boxes with food that's typical for a holiday meal: mashed potatoes, stuffing, cranberry sauce, so much more. 8,000 boxes being prepared at the Elk Grove Village headquarters.
A lot of people are having to make tough decisions around food these days. Can I afford to have enough food for my child each night after school? This is one piece that we kind of take off of their minds. They will be taken care of. When they sit down this Christmas or Christmas Eve, whenever they want to celebrate, it's there for them.
It makes a huge difference. I mean, they can be stressful around the holidays. The boxes are being distributed at Salvation Army centers throughout the Chicago area through December 21st.
That is what the season is really all about. Now, if you want to smell good, While you give your gifts away, we got a way to do it for you. Olipop is giving away wrapping paper that smells like some of its drinks. You see crisp apple is a flavor there. The company will randomly select 1,000 fans to receive the paper and a 12-pack of the corresponding flavor. You get the flavor, you get the pop, and you get the wrapping paper. Crisp apple, vintage cola, and ginger ale. You can enter the contest at drinkolipop.com/holidayhelper. The giveaway runs through December 16th. Now, my family calls me the Rap Queen, as in W-R-A-P. Rap Queen.
Right,
You-
right.
okay.
Not R.A.P.
No,
Although
but
I've
that
heard
too,
you
I
rap.
am.
She's quite talented. Don't get us started on that.
What do y'all think about smell good paper?
Well, I would
Like,
say, as the
scratch and
Rap
sniff.
Queen, I have never seen, and I'm not just, I'm being honest here, her gifts are, you don't even want to open them. They're so perfect.
Yeah.
They're so perfect. Like, I
See?
don't want to touch it. I'm like, okay, should I open
No,
that?
that means I got to do it again this year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
I
it.
would want wrapping paper that smells like, I don't know, like cinnamon or wintergreen.
But it has crisp
or,
apple.
Yeah.
I
I'll take
mean,
it. Yeah.
I think we should try it.
Okay. I'll take
Like,
anything you give me.
to
You're
go
a
with
good
that
gift giver.
milk and Pepsi.
Oh, gosh. Hey, we're back at 10. See ya. Milk and Pepsi.